Hey again, folks. This is Colonial, and we're going into turn 10 for uplifting experiences. Now, if you recall, we had three expansions this turn, so let's take a look at those. This is the other desert. It was pretty lightly defended, and I didn't attack it with too much. Oh wow, look at this. It's basically empty. Very small handful of humans here. I mean, I'm not sure we should even watch this. I think it'll be a rout. Let's just wait until my boys drop. They're getting strung out. They do seem to have a wizard, but he died really quickly. Yeah, that's a route. Yeah, they had a pyromancer, hilariously, but he died. I lost two lancers. So that's one expansion. Let's look at this one. This one is my elephants. Wait. No, it's not. Ah, yes, this is, I'm attacking some Atlanteans with a decent but not giant force. I've got a lightning bolt coming on. That's good. Oh yes, I'm attacking with a sight searcher as well, as I like to do. I mean, this isn't a great situation over here. I've got the shamblers hitting my archers. I mean, shamblers aren't super strong, but they're better than archers. Oop, this is bad. I just lost all my... I think this is not going to be a win, you guys. Oh, yeah. And that's a rout. Let's see what casualties I took. It wasn't great. Yeah, pretty much everyone. I lost even my general, but I did luckily keep my wizard alive, which is the most important thing, but I think I'm going to need a far stronger force for these Atlanteans than I gave them credit for. Yeah, I lost everyone, but like a very small number survived. I think I might have only my Seraph survived, actually. And then, so that's one success out of two. Let's look at number 3. Yeah, this is my elephants. This one I'm pretty optimistic. I'm down to just the 2 little elephants, but they're no longer even fighting cavaliers. Now they're just fighting normal guys. This is like my leftover elephants, basically. This one I don't need them, but since they're here, they're good. And yeah, elephants take so much upkeep that you don't want them to survive expansion, so keep marching. I feel like more upkeep than my research mages. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna call this one. Let's see how it looks. Very good. I just lost a couple of little lances. Excellent. So that's 2 successes out of 3. That's alright. I mean, I think I underestimated these shamblers. I think that was kind of a my bad situation, but it's alright. 2 is still good. Let's see, that's a bit of gold. Not bad. That's potentially nice. 11 death gems. And I also found a site, so let's start out by having a look at that. Ah yes, it's in the desert. This is why I dove for the deserts, is that they are very good for air sites, and it is not disappointed. That's an air gem. Excellent. So now, I'm a bit strung out this way, but I'm making good time over here. Oh, and look at this. Suddenly, I see a huge... So I thought there might be no one in this corner. That is not true. There is elves. They don't seem to have had an amazing expansion, but they're here. So, I am continuing to expand with my elephants, trying to cheekily grab this forest. Forests are nice as well. They're good to have, so hoping to grab that one. And then my main expansion this turn is I'm going for this farmland. This farmland is kind of the key to the whole mountain range. So if I get the farmland, then I'm secured to get this. This is almost secured. Puts me in a good position to get this one as well. And also, not bad for this one. Basically, I'm skipping this province here, but I'll have it almost completely surrounded, so that's alright. So this is my play for the mountains. I wanted the mountains. I've been a bit slow to go for them, but now I am, and let's see what I'm attacking with. It's a huge force, basically. A lot of lances and a few archers. And also, my site search troops. It's going to provide some mage support, so I'm optimistic about that one. I mean, this one, of course, because I still have the elephants, it's probably a pretty good chance up here as well. But if you see, it's really not the strongest elephant corpse you've ever seen. There's literally 11 troops coming in. So that is more or less it. Let's see what I'm doing over here. Yes, I'm almost done with my first high seraph, getting more generals, and I'm recruiting a huge amount of troops every turn now, which I'm very happy with. Yeah, just a quick look. Let's look at how. Yeah, so you see, I mean, it's not stellar, but it's not that bad, my expansion, because starting here, I'm getting pretty much 2 a turn. So at this point, I have 3, 6, 9. I have 10 provinces, and it is turn 10. So yeah, I could easily see myself with 15 by turn 12, which is where you want to be. So my initial expansion was garbage, but I'm getting much better quickly over here. I have one fort that is 2 months away. Have I started any? Yeah, look at this. I've just started this fort as well, 4 months away. Yeah, that's probably the only forts I have. Let's double check here. Yeah, but 2 forts is solid. And yeah, so my expansion has gone from really bad to suddenly decent. Let us jump to turn number 11. Alright, turn 11. And I have bumped into Eru. Let's again look at my expansions. This is the important one where I'm going for farmland, my first farmland, which is also kind of a key piece, and it looks lightly defended, so that's excellent news. I mean, it's farmland, it's not empty, but there's probably as many of me as of them, and nothing too scary. Look at that. Look at back here. Really doing their job. No one is marching on my archers. My archers are safe and snug. And yeah, independents have routed. So that's a success. Let's see. Excellent. Eight guys died. I mean, I'm still attacking with this hero, which might be foolish, but it's so that he can site search. And he's also getting some experience, which is great. Now, let's see. So it looks like I actually conquered the woods for a minute, and then maybe have to deal with the elves. So let's see. 2 elephants. Oh, and a guardian angel. Always nice. I mean, it's probably more significant to look at the battle with the elves. But, I mean, this is elephants doing elephant stuff. If you remember, my forces are pretty strong, pretty low numbers of forces left. But yeah, you can see how I win this. Do I lose any elephants? Nope, but I am down to a very low number of lances. So now I fight some elves. Let's see what the elves bring to the table. My first bump into another human. These guys are still scrawny enough that they might be elephant fodder. There you go. Oop, there goes one elephant down. Yeah, these are... I mean, the elephants are still trying, but these guys are running away, getting away from their stompy feet much more than the Indies. There's the other elephant down. Yeah, I don't think I have this one in the bag. Let's see. I took a good bite out of him, but yeah, I lost. But importantly, this is my my prophet and my seraph are both fine. So, I mean, too bad, but it's all right. so let's see. Let's have a look at things. So if you look at this map, it went from pretty gray last time to suddenly I am completely surrounded by everyone. This is ridiculous. Look here. Even here there's a guy. So I'm completely surrounded. All right, let's go into more detail on this situation. I have got the Scythians have conquered. This is one of the provinces I wanted. Actually, at the end of this turn, we're going to jump back over to the other app and take a look at my new plans. But this is a province I had hoped for. This is a province I had hoped for. This is a province I had hoped for. They're all gone. So basically, what I'm doing right now is trying to grab every gray province that I still border. I don't want people pushing deep into my territory. This one is basically mine because no one's going to get through that mountain pass. This one is not quite secure because of this, which is also a nice, valuable farmland. So I'm actually going to go for another mountain farmland. This would be a blow if anyone else got it, so I need to grab that. Then over here, I want all this stuff. I mean, I might give up on this one or this one, but I'm still hopeful to grab that one because that'll secure grain port for me as well. I have these gray tentacles coming into my lands over here, and I want to make sure no one can reach into my land. So I'm kind of trying to seal off my borders now. I'm doing 2 expansions, both with that in mind, and I'm planning to do more of that in the coming turns. So I now know 4 of my neighbors, and actually Eru has reached out, wants to be my pal. And I mean, I was thinking he might be a good initial attack target. He's pretty weak until he can get his thugs online, but at this point I'd rather a secure border than an easy target, so I've said sure, let's be pals. And Satis, as I've mentioned, is probably going to be a pretty secure border. Nabah, not so much. This is, of course, the first game. This is actually the first game in which a multiplayer game has Nabah in it, of any game in Dominions. So he doesn't know what he's doing, but also I don't know how to deal with him. So that could be an interesting first war, potentially. One thing, if you look at my research, I'm about to get Conjuration 3. I have Thaumaturgy 2. Thaumaturgy 2 gives me Scrying Pool. And Scrying Pool is very important here because part of my strategy is going to be based on thrones. Because, for example, if this throne is valuable, then maybe I want to go after Nabah. Whereas if this throne is excellent, I could go after Satis, although as I've mentioned, that's hard. And there's also this throne over here, which would make me want to go after Eru. So I'm not sure if I did it this turn, but yeah, here's my first High Seraph. I need a High Seraph to do it, but I want to cast a Scrying Pool to start looking at first the thrones that border me, then my own personal thrones to see what I'm looking at. It should inform my strategy. That's it for this turn. Let's take a look at my strategizing for this turn. Alright, here we are back inside my inner brain. And this time, I mean, it's the same. The blue is my capital. White is what I hold. And now I've started to add my neighbors. So purple is Satis, pink is Eru, and black is Nabah. I still don't know where their capitals are, so there's still only these 2 orange ones. And basically, black is what I'm moving into this turn. White is what I'm hoping to grab, and yellow is what is still on the table that I might grab. Now, I haven't mentioned it yet, but this tiny little lake right there, that's actually a province. And once I conquer this one, if I succeed, then I've surrounded that lake. So I mean, having a lake is nice. If you're a water nation, it means you can get your bishop fish later on. So that'll be great. That means I don't need to mess around with these, although I still hypothetically could, because I'm a water nation. Although I'm pretty much like the worst water nation for going into the ocean at all. Air nation with no thugs. So I'm pretty like this one I'm pretty secure. This one I'm pretty secure. These ones over here, it's not that I have them in the bag, it's that he is probably, I mean, he could be there, but he's probably not bordering them yet, so I'm still fairly confident that I will be able to grab these ones up here. I think basically the plan will be next turn, like move that army there. And then if I get all that, I would have, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I would have, I think, an above average expansion rate, even if I just get these white ones and the black ones. But these yellow ones are also still up for grabs. So they are on my radar. I have them here basically on my radar. So that is where I stand in terms of my expansion. I mean, we can jump back to yesterday's map again, just to give you an idea of how things have changed. Let's do that here. So it's not that different. I've lost this one. I've lost this one. No, I haven't lost this one. I have, it's turned yellow. I've lost this one. And then I've lost that one and that one. But I'm more confident because I think I might be able to grab that. And then I'm less confident about this one. I have this one now on the table just because now everything that is gray is on my radar, but I don't think I'll get that. So I've lost a bit of ground compared to what I was hoping for on turn 8. But I'm still fairly confident I can get above average expansion, which is excellent because on like turn 4 I had 2 provinces or something, so that would be amazing. So basically, yeah, let's jump to turn 12 now. Alright, turn 12. I have 2 expansions. I've also witnessed Naba making a move. Maybe we can take a look at that. But let's see what we have here. Okay, this is another farmland. Mountain farmland. I mean, technically similar to the other, except this one is loaded with cavaliers, which is not great. I mean, that's not too bad. My infantry took the lance charge and then ran to the back. But that is just so many cavalry. Look at this. Look at this. Hundreds of them. They are torching my archers. My archers are almost gone. Let's see what's going on back here. Well, I mean, that might have been his last leader. I think this guy is a leader. He is not. Oh no, he's a troop. Yeah, independents have routed. Even though, I mean, so this is 8 horsemen running away. And they were about to hit my profit. So I think what we're looking at here is ridiculously good luck. But it's also a win. So, I mean, at the beginning I was getting pretty bad luck. So it's nice to get a lucky win for a change. That's my second farmland secured. Let's look at the Golem range. This is my little province I have almost completely surrounded. It is actually a mountain, even though it doesn't really look like it. I think it's a foothills, which means, of course, good air sights. And this looks like a pretty strong. I mean, it's barbs. That's the problem. Barbs, I can alpha strike them, but then if they don't die to my lances, I'm in a spot of trouble. Oh yes, I'm attacking with my fire guy, so I have fire darts. Fire darts are pretty useless, but he gives him something to do. False fet. This bonds of fire. That's actually a good spell. But this is not looking very good. I think this guy's just routed. This might be a loss here. Let's see how it looks. Yep, it was a loss, but kind of a Pyrrhic victory. He's down to 15 more barbarians in this province, so I should be able to grab it next turn. Let's see what Naba is doing. Like I said, this is one of the first multiplayer Naba fights in the history of Dominions. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, one of the other players, no, this is not the first ever Dominions game that had Naba in it, but it's like one of the first 10. The other game I was playing at the same time, that was the first Dominions game to ever have Naba in it. But this one, not quite so much. So he has got some Hebrew giants over here. They look pretty solid. Yeah, they're just cleaning up some cavalry. That's dangerous. I have terrible troops, and he has these giant fiends. More gold. That's great. I think I have misfortune 1. I'm just munching gold events. Alright, so Conjuration 3 came online this turn as well, which means I can... So here's, like I was talking about last turn, Scrying Pool is now going to start doing work. 1, 2, 3. I think it's this throne here. Yeah, it is. I'm expanding onto this province, which is kind of a dumb move. Oh, I've lost this. And I've lost this. So in terms of yellow, like squares that are independent that I don't definitely want to have personally, it's this one, and this one. This one has earth gnomes. No, it has, excuse me, Hoburgs, which are the best. Hoburgs would be a great find. It would be a much better front line if I needed it. Like kind of a strange. I mean, Hoburgs are basically dual. Like they have a lot of attacks per square as a front line. They're very slicey up front line, but they're way better than what I have. So I could. They're expensive as well. But people generally use them for their crossbows, which would also be nice. But I might use them for their clockwork horror frontline. So I might only be grabbing this one, which would be a shame. Yeah, because basically he's moved south. The only things I really need right now are that one and that one. But I'm going for neither of them. But this one I'm just hoping that, well, basically it's deeply cold. Satis is going to have trouble. Like I said how my Dominion is a wall against Satis. Look at that happy little wall. And then this one I'm just kind of banking on Nabab being too far away. I'm thinking he's probably going to go down this way, which is less important for me. So I'm just going to grab this. Another thing I'm doing actually, well, I'm talking good game. Oh, my fort's come up. That's a fun, nice thing. It's being upgraded. Yeah, here, look at this. Call of the Winds at 132. So maybe 132. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm not really attacking. I actually am. I'm dropping some Blackhawks on this. And I mean, you know how the way this works is that what's new for me is very rarely going to be new for my viewers. But at this point, Blackhawks have been buffed as an attacking force. Say, up until now, they've been useful for patrolling and breaking down walls. And they've been nerfed in that regard, but buffed for actually doing damage. So I'm having a go at the new Blackhawks attacking these barbarians. There's only, like I said, 15 of them left. So hopefully, and Blackhawks have a good alpha strike, which is what you need against barbarians. So I'm quite confident that these Blackhawks will get that job done. So in that case, I will make 2 expansions this turn. So that's pretty good. Let's quickly check how I'm going. Yeah, I'm pushing up to Evocation 3. Basically, I was going to go for Alteration 4. I've scrambled around, changed it up. I wanted to get the Blackhawks to boost my lackluster at that point expansion, and I think they will be handy. Evocation 3, that'll get me some, what exactly am I going for? Oh, I'm going to grab Arcane Probing to make the most of my lucky astral things, and then I'm going to go up to Alteration 4, which I need for my first war, so I'm playing it a bit fast and loose here. My research is garbage, but that's because I'm casting some important spells this month, I believe. And another important one, let's see, wait, where is it? It's here. Yeah, this is 810 gem income. Yeah, my gem income is pretty strong, mainly from that one amazing turn, but I've also had that, and it's mostly an air, which is exactly what I need. Other gems are pretty useless for me. So I think, actually, I will call it a day with this turn. I mean, basically what we've seen is how you can go from terrible expansion turn 4 to a very solid empire turn whatever this is, 12. I mean, I'm not sure I have it all exactly 15, which is where you want to be on turn 12. I do not, but 6, 9, 13, and I'm kind of surrounding some gray stuff. Like if you count these two, which are pretty secure, like these two actually are both completely surrounded by me at this point. So in that sense, I do have 15. And my expansion is not done by any means. So that's pretty excellent, given that on turn 4 I had 2 provinces. So there you go. I guess next episode we will be less interested. I mean, there'll still be some expansion to do, but I'll start looking more at the political game, this and that, see how that's going. All right, cool. I'll see you guys next episode.